And we are back. What's up, guys? How is it going? Welcome to episode 2 of the Wild Thoughts podcast. We've got myself, I nearly called myself Maverick.
Yeah, well, everyone wants to be me,
I can't do
why
these
not?
intros at the moment. I'm Wolfie. This is Maverick. Hope you guys had a good weekend. It's currently Sunday. We have literally just got back from a Sunday league game, which was...
That was not a game.
It was the worst thing. I think we should talk about it.
Can we not call it a game? Because it definitely was not a game. But I know anyone that plays Sunday league football has probably experienced this at some point, so you know exactly what we're talking about here. But we turned up with 13 men. And when I say 13 men, it wasn't really 13 men. It was someone literally played, and I'm not exaggerating here. I'm not changing the truth. Someone played for us with a broken vertebrae. They played the first half.
He had a broken back, and also one of our guys was injured. He's been injured for like, what, 3 weeks, maybe 4? So he didn't even last a half. And then we also had one player who could only play the first half because he had to go somewhere at the second half. So it was literally... it's just one of them games where you're just like, oh, it's going to be just so annoying to play. We won't say this. Should we say the score?
I think we're going to have to mention it. But I think it ended 10-3.
I think it was 10-3.
I think it ended 10-3. Bearing in mind, it was 3-2 or maybe maximum 4-2 at halftime. At halftime, it was actually a very enjoyable game to be a part of. I was the liner in the first half, which was actually quite interesting to do because they were constantly attacking.
They're top of the league as well, aren't they?
Yes, they're going to win the league, and they didn't want to call the game off towards the point where we went down to 8 men at one point, basically, because you couldn't walk.
Yeah, I got injured.
Wolf got absolutely clocked in the face, by the way.
There's just some teams that I absolutely hate playing against, and it's just those players who think they literally live for football. Like, they think that football is life, and like it is to some people, but not at Sunday league level.
No, my issue is not that they live for football. My issue is that they live for football to hurt someone. As in, they get up in the morning and go, oh yeah, I'd love to crunch someone today. And for me, that is the type of footballer that I hate playing against. Because for me, I play football because I love football. I don't turn up on Sunday for someone to be studding me 2 foot in the air and going, oh, you need to be a man and man up about it. That is my biggest bugbear of that situation. When someone goes in for a horrible tackle and go, oh, just man up, like, just man up about it. It's like, no, I'm sorry. I've played rugby for years, as a lot of you can probably tell. I'm not against getting physical. I'm a centre-back. I'm cool with that. But literally going out of your way to go, oh, if I don't get the ball later, I could hurt him. And that you know as a player yourself that they've gone in with that intention, which is what annoys me, because you know they have, and they're like, oh, just man up. It's like, no, you've gone in to hurt me. I'm fine if you go in hard, win the ball. I will literally get up, walk away, not talk about it, because you've gone for the ball. But if you've gone to hurt me if you don't get the ball, it's different. It's a whole different situation.
Different. And they were just the type of players that are just so mouthy, and they were just moaning at the ref 24/7 if things weren't going their way. And yeah, I had, in the first half, I think it was, or it might have been early in the second half, guy jumped, literally studs up at me, lunged himself, and he was like, how is that a foul? And then towards the end of the game, probably like maybe 15 minutes left, I went in for a challenge. No, the ball got crossed in. I went to head it. The keeper punched it. We were both kind of like on the floor. I got up, but like pushed off the keeper. So say that the keeper's Mav, I did like that to like kind of get myself up quickly to try and get the ball. And then everyone started kicking off, thinking I punched the keeper in the face. The keeper, so I was walking away, and their fullback, who was the most mouthiest player I've ever experienced in my life, he was just another type of level of person. But anyway, yeah, he started squaring up to me, and then the next thing I know, the keeper is rushing from his goal line out. This is like 18 yards on the 18-yard line. Just comes over and literally, I think he just pushed me, but he pushed me like in the neck.
It was like it was one of those, because he's got gloves on, he couldn't really kind of push properly. So he went for what I would call a double forearm smash into Wolf's like neck, face area.
And the funny thing was, the keeper didn't even get sent off. Like, that's a straight red. Anywhere you play.
100%.
So yeah, he didn't get sent off.
And the reasoning, so the players started on Wolf saying, you've punched him in the face. And the keeper's reasoning, this is when you know it's as fabricated as it can get. The keeper, who's the irritated one, who is supposedly just been punched in the face, runs up to Wolf, hits him, and goes, what did you just stamp on me for? Yeah. That's literally what the keeper said. The keeper said, why did you just stamp on me? So the players have, punching the mic. The players have started the fight because, or the square up because they say you've punched him in the face. And the keeper himself is saying he stamped on me. So what's actually gone on here?
He just wanted a fight.
They've tangled in a challenge for the ball, a fair challenge, and Wolf has potentially, his foot might have touched the other player. That's what happens in football. You have to get over that stuff. He hasn't stamped on him. He hasn't done anything. And then the other players have reacted to absolutely nothing. Like Wolf said, they were just angry. And can we talk about that fullback? Because he was why.
Yeah.
Guys, please do not be this guy.
Yeah.
If you can ever not be this guy, just don't be this guy. He was so mouthy all game, and to the point where and yes, obviously they were winning because we had 9 men starting the second half, and they got to the point where because they were so comfortably winning, he decided, you know what, I'm going to start winding people up. But he was winding people up where it's not getting to your head because it's just so stupid. For example, at points he was asking our striker, so what team do you play for on a Saturday? And it was like, what?
Bro,
why are you asking me that for? And then he was just like, oh, it's not a very good level, is it? When he answered the question. And it's like,
you're here as well.
It's like, hang on a minute. Last time I checked, we're both playing Sunday football right now. You're not Raheem Sterling off in a nice mansion having bagged 25 goals this season for Man City. You are playing Sunday League level with us. So I really don't understand your direction of questioning here, and you just seem like a bit of an idiot. And people, don't be that guy. Like I do get mouthy in a football match, and I know Wolf does. Wolf really does. Even at teammates,
don't know what he's talking
really mouthy. The game is I'm winning, and I'm winning at all costs. That is Wolf's mentality when playing football. You can be his best mate. It doesn't matter if you don't pass him the ball right in that situation. You're hearing about it, but. Don't be that guy that's just unnecessarily just chatting. And they were just saying things that just weren't necessary at all. Like, obviously, Wolf got punched. And then later they were going, oh, he didn't go down this time. And it's like, what? Like, what?
Yeah.
Like, what are you? You're just saying stuff for the sake of saying it. Don't be those guys, because it doesn't get in the opponent's heads. You actually just look like an idiot. And you'll go, oh, you're only reacting because I'm in your head. No, I'm reacting because you sound like an idiot. And I just want to make sure you know. And for me, I love Sunday football. I love football. But just don't wake up to play football and be an idiot.
And
message.
Tempers flare in football. Of course they do. It's a competitive game, but never resort to violence. Like, this guy was like trying to square up to me. He was like, come on then. And I was like, bro, I'm not fighting you. Like, what is that going to achieve? And then he was like, you came up to me. I was like, you literally just walked 5 yards to come square up to me. I'm not doing anything. So yeah, don't, like, it doesn't get you anywhere. I know tempers can flare and frustration can kick in and whatever. Like, because trust me, in my head, there were some things I wanted to do, but there's no point at the end of the day. And plus, in football, you get a fine and potentially a ban as well. So
it's just not.
Violence is not the key.
It's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. Just play football because you love football. Don't play football to literally wind someone up just because you're not that good technically. Because the left back, who was the mouthiest guy, funnily enough, was the worst technical player in their team. Yeah. And the team we played today have some really, really good players. Their striker is about 35, 40 years old, and he is one of the best strikers I've played or have played in my career. And I'm talking guys I play on Saturday level. Like, he is a good player. Their winger is very, very good. Very, very good. And just don't be that guy just because you think, oh, do you know what I'm going to bring to the team? I'm going to bring banter. Don't be that guy, like, because you're just not. Like, play football and talk with your skills. Don't talk with anything else, because it's just so stupid to watch and listen to. Yeah.
Well, I think this podcast started off on a bit of a negative vibe. So let's up the positivity. Also, you guys see I've kind of tagged up my laptop. I'm thinking it looks pretty fresh. Let me know what you guys think of it. But there's been some interesting things happening this week. Obviously, it's Sunday, so we're kind of a bit late to it, or at the end of the week. But first thing, did you hear about that Adam22? He got robbed twice, live on stream, and at gunpoint, which is crazy.
I love how, let's turn positivity. Let's talk about gunpoint burglary.
To be fair, I've completely messed that up.
But no, I did see that. And but mind you, positivity. Did you see that he literally started laughing while having a gun pointed at him? Because
bro, that would not be what I'd be doing.
He thought it was a joke. And that's the problem with YouTube and all these pranks and stuff now, is you can get in a very real situation like that.
Yeah.
Because you've seen there's actually police reports, and journalists have checked out. There's police reports and everything like that. So it was not staged. This was not a prank. This was genuine. But he thought, oh, this must be someone pranking me, because why would you come into a podcast studio with a gun to try and rob someone? He was like, what does he think I've got in my wallet? Like £100,000.
I don't know.
What are you going to achieve from robbing a podcaster?
Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking. Apparently, it was a fan as well. So, like, if you're a fan, why are you holding a gun up to someone? Like?
What have you seen the video where he's kind of semi-unconscious? He starts to come around and he like does a thumbs up to the camera as if to say, "Yes, I was here," and then gets booted in the face.
That's another thing. Is like some people do stupid things just for the attention, like because he knew he was live streaming, so he's like, oh, this is going to be seen by thousands of people. Look how cool I am. It's like, bro, that's not cool. Like. You're in for all you know, someone could have had a gun and shot him.
Well, apparently so. Apparently, one of Adam22's guys did have a gun pointed at him off camera and said, literally, he was like, I was ready to shoot. And that's the problem is you can't go at someone with gunpoint, especially somewhere where guns are legal.
Yeah.
And think that there's not a situation of danger you can put yourself in. So like I said, what if he just didn't hesitate, didn't assess the situation and did pull the trigger?
Yeah.
Like, what have you achieved? It was really, really strange. And the way Adam took it was very well, to be honest. I saw him go on Keemstar and obviously speak to Keemstar about the whole situation because everyone's saying it was fake and staged. But like he said, he just said, no, I thought it was a joke and nothing was running through my head to say, today's the day I die. So he was like, my instant reaction was to laugh because I thought there was going to be a camera come out. And that's the thing. Like when something like that happens, you must just go, what? Especially if you're a YouTuber in the YouTube world.
Yeah.
I know if my friend texts me something, and this is not the joke, if my friend texts me something serious, I do for a second go, is this for a vlog?
Or yeah, what's this for?
What's this for? Or is this genuine? And again, it just feels to me like that was a bit of the situation. He went, is this a joke or is someone literally about to shoot me?
Someone robbing me for my Vans? Like, what are you going to get, like you said, at our podcast? But what else has happened? There's been the award shows, the Teen Choice Awards, which my opinion on award shows is a bit like, what is the point? Because it's so subjective. Like, how can... Well, here's one thing that came from that award show. Sniper Wolf won Gamer of the Year, favorite gamer. And the nominees for that were Dan TDM, Jack Septic Eye even, Markiplier, Ninja, and popular MMOs. And then obviously Sniper Wolf, and she won. Which, out of all of them, surely Ninja has had the biggest year. The biggest year, but... If we're talking favourites, I mean, even for me, Dan TDM, I've never watched Minecraft, but we've been to Insomnias and events like that before, and seen the popularity that guy has and the work that he puts in to be where he is. And I'm sorry, I'm not. If you're a Sniper Wolf fan, this is no disrespect at all, but Gamer of the Year going to Sniper Wolf over the likes of, again, Jacksepticeye as well. Seen him at Insomnias as well. Again, he does a lot of Minecraft. I don't know what he does now, so if I'm wrong there and what he's changed to now, I do apologise for that. I literally haven't checked him out for a couple of years. But Jacksepticeye, Dan TDM, Ninja, whose sole content is around gaming. How can you be beaten by someone who... Sniper Wolf, she obviously, her roots are gaming, but if you were to go on her main channel now, you could probably count the gaming videos in the last week on two fingers. Yeah, I don't think she does. And that's... But I guess the category is favourite gamer. So, at the end of the day, it's just a popularity contest. And it's just like... But then it's weird because it's a popularity contest which hasn't been won by the most popular one. Yeah. Which for me, it seems really strange. And but then that is the thing about awards. I mean, we could get onto it for hours, but the whole... Ballon d'Or and the fact that Messi finished 5th and Modric finished 1st, that in itself tells you that award shows are a little bit to be taken as they're great for the influencer or person or sportsman or actor, actress, whatever the awards are for. They're great in that respects, but realistically, can they be taken that seriously? When Messi's finishing 5th in the world, when he is literally the greatest player to grace football, makes no sense. When he just scored a ridiculous hat trick, he was and gets applauded by opponent fans. But he was top for the year that the Ballon d'Or was awarded for. He was most goals, most assists, most dribbles, most free kicks scored, most penalties scored, most goals from inside the box, most goals from outside the box. So it's one of them where you go, hang on a minute, how is this person not finished #1 in the world? And it is down to, it's kind of politics that go into it as well. Let's be honest. Like it's good to be recognised for like outstanding, whatever it be, work, sportsmanship or whatever, but it's just so subjective at the same time. Like, not everyone's gonna, even though something could be great, not everyone's gonna like it. So it might not get the attention that it deserved. But have you seen Logan Paul uploaded the Flat Earth documentary?
The Logan Paul documentary was incredibly well done. You might be a fan of JJ, you might be a fan of Logan. I don't know what camp you guys fall in, but as a documentary, as a separate piece of work, taken away from anything else, the boxing fight, whatever, whether you liked him before or not, as a piece of work and as a documentary from a YouTuber, and I hate calling people that because obviously people use it to kind of as an insult on a lot of occasions, but was very, very well done. I mean, I saw Cal Freezy's tweet, and even he said this is genuinely so entertaining.
I still haven't seen it. It looks interesting,
and it was really, really well done. And for me as well, it shows the frailty of social media in respects that obviously when he was spotted at the Flat Earth conference, a lot of people kind of took what they saw, ran with it, started calling him crazy, started saying that KSI punched him so hard that he's now a flat earther.
I think JJ tweeted that.
And yeah, things like that. And it kind of really shows that if you know what you're doing, like Logan's team, maybe it's not him, maybe it's the team behind him. If they know what they're doing, you can really have people on strings. Not only did he have the flat earthers on strings, but he had the YouTubers who did videos about him going crazy and being a flat earther on strings. Because I'm not going to ruin it for you guys, but if you are going to watch it, you will fully understand what I mean. Towards the end of the vlog, a couple of the scenes, you'll understand what I'm saying when I say he has or had the social media world on strings for a couple of months.
Yeah, I think you mentioned something as well. Like, since Twitter's been about, or the rise in social media, everyone is like a journalist now. Like, if you see something on Twitter, then most people believe it, even though it could not, might not be the case.
It's so easy to plant seeds, which again is something that he's done. And if you know how to manipulate that, which the bigger guys, and that's part of the reason they are in the position, the JJs of this world, the Logan Pauls, the Jake Pauls, the David Dobrik. Side note, David Dobrik is king of YouTube.
He's the best.
End of. For me, he's my favorite. But the David Dobriks, these guys, they know how to manipulate social media in respects that they know what to do to get the right response from the right people.
Yeah.
And whether you like him or not, Logan Paul is very, very good at that. Logan Paul or Team Maverick, not the good Maverick. By the way, that's another topic. I'm so annoyed that he made Maverick so much more famous than I could, so much faster.
And Wolfie Raps from Canada.
Yeah, we've both got a problem in that, actually. Yeah, we've both been done there. We do get a lot of, oh, you're trying to be Logan, you're trying to be Wolfie. We genuinely, both of us, our channel was here before them, and you can fact check that as well by looking. We were uploading videos way before.
Or a similar time before they were popular.
They're just a lot more successful than us, a lot faster. So obviously people are naturally going to think we are copycats, but we aren't.
No, we're not. Vegan YouTuber. Have you heard about this person?
Keanu actually put this in our Discord.
Yeah, I had to read it. It's actually so funny. So there's this very popular vegan YouTuber. I don't know, I can't remember her name, but she's got over 1 million followers. I think maybe 2 million. And someone posted a video of her just eating with her friends, and on her plate was fish. If you're a vegan, you don't eat fish. And her community has gone ballistic. I think she's lost like 900 or maybe even 1 million followers from it, which is crazy. And it comes to the point, I didn't watch the full video because it was 33 minutes, but it's like, you never know of apology videos if they actually mean it or whatnot. Like sometimes it's just trying to cover your mistake, but it's just like, if you were just doing a vegan channel to like hit a niche, then you kind of deserve what's coming for you. But like I said, I haven't watched it, so it could be for like medical reasons or healthy reasons. I don't know why she was eating meat or whatever, but
you do and you don't. I mean, I personally come from the camp of, and this is because I'm quite open-minded when it comes to this stuff, but social media, and this is partly our fault as well as it is the influencers' fault. But social media has created a situation where people become very gullible. What they see on a tweet, or what, like you said, they become what they see on a tweet, they take for absolute fact, or what they see someone do in a YouTube video, they take for absolute fact. And obviously the way people read into situations from outside of a tweet or a video creates situations that you can manipulate yourself. So, for example, this influencer, I literally hadn't seen her or don't know anything about it until Keanu put it into our Discord. But if she has literally formed this whole community and this whole, as you said, influence of being a vegan when she's not vegan, it's one of those where I feel like that's crazy in itself, but also the fact that she's obviously creating content that people like. And I don't know what her channel is based around. So again, I am coming from an area with very few facts. So don't kill me for this opinion. But she's coming from an area where she's created a whole vegan community and vegan ethos from outside, and she might not even be it herself.
Yeah.
And this is what I mean when I say to you guys, maybe open your eyes a little bit more, or just kind of don't always take everything you see on social media to be fact and for what you see it as. Because in a YouTube video, I know myself, Wolf knows himself from being a YouTuber, from watching FIFA YouTube videos to becoming a FIFA YouTuber, I really realize what is involved in it. And I know for a fact that you can create a situation which is not completely what it was at the time. So for example, you can record a video which you didn't feel was that great because you just didn't feel the energy was right. You didn't feel the result you got in the games if you're playing FIFA was right. But then you edit it and it goes well together, well.
Yeah.
And you create moments and you go, oh, this video has come out really well.
Well, that's usually the way on YouTube as well, is the videos you think are the worst tend to sometimes do the best, which is why you should never, well, that's probably another topic, but just like, we know some people who, if they think it's real bad, they just will not do it. But at a certain extent, that is kind of true. But you never know. Like, it might blow up. So you're not going to lose anything from doing it.
100%. But
back to the YouTuber, the vegan. Another thing is, like you kind of touched upon. I guess the main thing was, if she wasn't vegan, and she should have just said, like, disclaimed it, like, be like, look guys, I'm not a vegan, but I've got all this knowledge, or this can help you. These are the meals that I plan. I don't know what vegan YouTubers do, but
yeah, that's the thing. Like, we don't know what being a vegan YouTuber. Obviously, that's what they and maybe obviously we should know a little bit more. But what does that entail? Was she giving advice on what to eat as being vegan? Because if that was the case, should you really hate her for creating something that is helping vegans? And I can understand that it's a break of trust and things like that.
Yeah, I think that's why people are upset. Like you said, it's a break of trust. Like, maybe you should just said, I'm not a vegan, but here you go. This is whatever.
It's where you come from originally, I guess. It's if you had always said, look, but then even then, I know this situation like this have happened. She could probably have said in the start of her channel, I'm not a vegan, but I'm here to help you. She hasn't. By the way, I'm not saying she has, but she could. And because that was 100 videos ago and people only see the last video you uploaded, people will go, oh my God, this vegan giving vegan advice and she's not even vegan. It's like, hang on a minute.
I said it like a year ago.
I said it a year ago that I'm not. And that's what I mean by, when you see something, don't take it for face value all the time, because things can get twisted and lost within social media, and especially in situations like that. It's not. I'm not condoning what she did. I'm just saying, when it comes to other situations, it's just kind of a nice segue into say, just kind of don't attack someone without having all of the information.
Yeah, it'll probably get forgotten in 3 months anyway.
I mean, this is very, very quick on that, but do you know the amount of times we have been attacked in a comment about something we've later said in that exact video? Or for example, I've said in an intro something like, I'm going to do this here or this there. And then someone has clearly not watched the intro, skipped to the part they want to watch. They've watched that part and then commented going, oh, I can't believe you
didn't do this.
For example, the most recent one, I can't believe you picked diving when a keeper has pace stat. I said in the intro, I wanted to pick diving because it's top left like the speed is. That was my reasoning behind it. There was no other reasoning. But someone literally attacked me for it, even though I have directly explained it in the intro. And that's what people do. And people do that a lot. You'll skip through videos and you'll skip through tweets and kind of attack someone on it. Again, I tweeted about Pogba, the red card in the PSG game, and I said 100% a red card.
Yeah,
and someone replied saying, "Oh, red card."
You get so involved with football Twitter. They
it's because they are the Twitter embodiment of the Sunday team we played today.
Yeah, true.
And it's what
we probably tweeted.
It's what frustrates me. It's just like someone has literally viscerally attacked me, saying it was 100% a red card, to a tweet in which in the thread I've said it's 100% a red card.
Yeah.
And that's what I mean by those sorts of situations. It's just read before you attack someone, basically.
Yeah, 100%. All right, I did mention let's move into positive vibes. So we're going to be moving into positive vibes.
So we are going to talk about everything not positive in the world.
But have you seen, this happened a couple of days ago, I saw it on Twitter quite recently, the Florida Man meme. It was popping out. I tweeted it out. I think you tweeted one out as well.
Yeah, I tweeted one out.
Guys, if you haven't done it, check it out. Basically, what the meme is, if you type in Florida Man and your birthday, so just the date.
Not the year.
Yeah, not the year, just the, so for instance, mine's 18th of October. We'll do it right now. It comes up with just the most wild headline. Like, just, there is a Florida man that's done something crazy on every day of the year by the looks of it.
Some of the ones I have seen, I genuinely don't think you could make up. Like, as in, to make up that title in itself, you have the craziest mind. For example, mine was, I can remember what mine was.
I'll go on my Twitter.
But mine was Florida man damages parked cars because he can't find his own.
Mine,
what even is that?
Mine was even more strange.
Like, what even is that?
Mine was, hold on, where did I put it?
That doesn't make sense to me. So he's in a car park. What I read from that situation is the man's in the car park.
Yeah.
He's going, where have I parked my car? And then he's just gone, do you know what? I can't find mine, so I'm just gonna start dinging wing mirrors off.
No, mine was Florida man shot outside for rejecting a shot inside bar. So someone's gone, yeah, mate, do you want a shot of tequila? He's gone, nah, thanks, mate. He's gone, I remember that. And literally walked out and got shot for saying no to a shot. That is so ironic. It
is so strange. And I've seen ones.
Should we do some examples
about guys attacking people with lawnmowers and like genuinely all sorts? And Zway is Floridian, isn't he?
Yeah, he's from Florida.
If you guys know Zway back and his videos and him as a character, it will all make sense when you Google your birthday with Florida man and see that headline. You can see Zway doing it.
I found it. Right, okay, so I've just done an example. So I did Florida man May 22nd, and one of the titles or headlines is Florida man wrecks liquor store and blames it on a caterpillar.
Like, genuinely.
Imagine that, the cops come, you go, yeah, it was that caterpillar. He's a loose cannon. Lock him up, honestly. You're gonna need, how many legs do a caterpillar have? 6?
This is what I'm saying. I can see Zway doing that. I can genuinely see Zway doing that. I can genuinely see Zway going, yeah, officer, it wasn't me, it was the caterpillar. And just thinking that he's going to get away with that. And another one I saw was like, man drives car into Taco Bell and is saved by hot sauce. Like,
it's crazy.
Genuinely, let us know in the comment section actually what comes up for you guys, because I would genuinely spend time and search every day of the year if I could, just to see what comes up.
So comment Florida man and your birthday. So if it's I don't know, the 23rd of December, just do Florida man 23rd of December, and then comment what the headline is, or one of the headlines is. We'll read them out. It'll be quite funny. Okay, last thing to touch upon. I want to ask you something. If you could have, I've done this on Instagram, we've got some really cool answers. If you could have any superpower, what would it be?
No, don't do this one to me. For someone that is such an avid lover of superheroes, I've read multiple comics for multiple superheroes. I love Marvel, DC, Power Rangers, Dragon Ball Z, you name it. Anything supernatural in that regards, or superhuman, sorry. Supernatural is like ghosts and stuff, but superhuman in that regards. I love it. And I am genuinely the kid in the candy store that goes, I'd have this, and this, and this. Because, I mean, so many of the powers are just, some of them are top tier.
Yeah.
Top tier. And some of them you go, sounds like it would be cool, but I'm not too sure on that one. For example, being Professor X.
Yeah.
That would drive me mental.
Hearing people's thoughts.
That would literally drive me insane. As cool as that sounds like it could be, or telekinesis.
Imagine being at like Wireless Festival and hearing everyone's thoughts.
I mean,
you don't even hear the music.
I know he can turn it off, don't get me wrong, but imagine being able to know, and this is that goes down what I'm about to say goes down a deep train of thought, which we're not going to go down. But imagine being able to know what everyone you know is actually thinking about you.
Yeah.
That would be
you'd be so judgmental.
That would be the maddest thing in the world, and I genuinely would be like, no, I don't want this.
It'd literally be like first impressions count, because you'd read their mind, what they think, and then if maybe they're just having an off day, they'd be like, oh, this guy annoys me. It's like, well, I hate you. For no reason.
You can just hear him go, oh, this guy's such an idiot. And you go, what'd you say?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, you just start on people.
Yeah, you just be like, what?
Well, you wouldn't.
What for?
Yeah.
What is it you don't like? I know you don't like
angry.
me. What is it? And then everyone be like, whoa, relax. Like, how does he know? But yeah, we kind of divulge. What would yours be? Because I need to actually have a minute.
Okay, mine. I see. I was, after hearing what you said, I think the type of power you'd kind of like would be. Did you ever watch Heroes?
Yeah. Well, until it got really bad.
It got cancelled, I think. There was a girl, I think, who had the power to mimic anyone who had a superpower.
Yeah.
So I don't know if she had to touch them or something. I think she just watched them. So like you could do any superpower, but it wouldn't be permanent. So it would only last a certain amount of time.
See, problem with that, and like I said, I can pick holes and give pros and cons of almost any superpower you can think of. Problem with that is you have to see someone with a power to have a power.
True. Well, I think the way she got one of them, she just I can't remember. I think she watched something on TV and then she could have done it. Like by watching it, she can do it. So it might not even be superpower based. So
I'll watch you saying Bolt run 100 meters in 9 seconds, and I go, do you know what? I can do
I'll
that
give
too.
it a go. Yeah.
Go on, I can do that too.
So that's one, but for me, I'd just go Super Saiyan. I mean, I think that would be sick. Or be a Saiyan. So from Dragon Ball Z, so you could fly.
See, this is the problem, and this is exactly what I kind of covered. Is Wolf has done what anyone does in this situation, and he's fenced it by going, I'll tell you what, I want to be a Saiyan, knowing what a Saiyan entails. It entails multiple different powers, so he's not picking one power.
So you'd be Superman.
He's picked the broad to go, I'd be a Saiyan. So you'd fly, have key power, you'd be super fast, super strong.
Yeah.
There's literally, they can breathe in space for a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
There's so many powers that they have. So Wolf has literally fenced it by going, I'd be Super Saiyan.
I'll be able to. Okay, I'll just be able to. It'll be either that or like fly. I think fly would be sick.
I think fly would be number one for most people, and I think for me, that would be my. If you said one, that is the one.
Yeah.
But then the question is does this, because this is again a conversation I've had with friends on one of those nights where you just get into random conversations. But when you say fly, how fast can you fly? Because being able to fly at Superman speed is because of his super strength as well as his ability to fly. So he can fly really fast because he can run really fast. So how fast can you fly? Because flying at 5 miles an hour would be awful. Whereas being able to fly at 150 miles, 200 miles an hour, or literally at the speed of light would be incredible.
Speed of light, you'd miss everything. You'd be like, I'm just flying to the shops.
Yeah, but it's a case of being able to go to speed of light, but you can can manage what speed you're going at.
Yeah. It'd have to be fast. Like flying slow would just be a no-go.
Oh, it'd just be boring, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
You'd just be like, just watching everyone walk past you while you're just up in the air, like
you're just there, your arms out, like I'm gonna fly now.
Breaststroking in the air, like, all right, guys, I'm getting in my car to go home from football. I'm getting on my bike to go home from football. Yeah, boys, don't worry, I'm just flying. All right, see you later, mate. Yeah, no, see ya. No,
I'll see you for training.
When is he actually going to go? Like, yeah, no, flying slow would be, but yeah, Superman, SpiderMan. How cool would it be to be SpiderMan? I think SpiderMan is the coolest
superhero, definitely.
Superhero in respects to it appeals to the majority. For me, Superman used to be my favorite in comics, but when it comes across in like films, they've never been able to do a good film. It's always been awful. Superman as a film is awful. Superman as comics is good. Batman is great.
I only like the Dark Knight. All the others, all like the Dark Knight series. The others, I'm just not a fan of DC superheroes like Batman.
See, Superman. I love Val Kilmer as Batman. He was great as Batman. And you had Arnold Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze as well back in the day. That's amazing.
It's all about Marvel for me.
Marvel's killing the scene. DC need to just kind of accept that they are, when it comes to creating wonderful films, Marvel are just leaps and bounds ahead.
Yeah, they're not.
Because Avengers just what DC film is there? Because I mean, even with The Dark Knight, which is for me, The Dark Knight is the greatest superhero movie ever, and IMDb will actually agree with that because it's like third best movie in the world, or ever rated. Dark Knight is the best, but the reason it's the best is because it's not DC at all. As in, it is DC because it's Batman, but it's not directed in a DC film way, which is why it's so good. Christopher Nolan? Was it Christopher Nolan that did that?
Sounds familiar.
Absolutely smashed it out of the park. And Heath Ledger's performance as the Joker is an acting performance as the Joker, which I never thought anyone would top Jack Nicholson.
It was really good.
But that's an acting performance that I don't think will ever be topped. I've never seen an acting performance like that. That was fantastic.
Yeah. Well, guys, let us know, as well as the Florida man meme, what superhero power would you have in the comment section? We want to read them as well. That'll be quite interesting to see. Are you going to do me and do a whole broad of superpowers kind of mixed into one, or are you going to go for one only?
I would be SpiderMan. That's what we're going to get in the comment section by everyone.
But that's going to wrap up for the second episode of the Wild Thoughts podcast. Hopefully you did enjoy it. Thank you to everyone who showed love on the first one. We saw on Twitter, you guys tweeted us, comments in the comment section as well. Honestly, it's really fun to record these, and we're kind of glad that you guys are enjoying them. Like we said, we're going to try and do one weekly, so we'll try and keep consistent with that. But that's going to wrap up. Like I said, if you did enjoy this, do give it a thumbs up so we know that you liked it. Subscribe if you are new to join the Wolf Pack. But until next time, guys. Oh, let's plug our Instas and Twitters. So if you want to follow me on Instagram, it's WolfieMW. Twitter is the boy Wolfie. What's yours?
Hang on, what's your other 20?
Yeah, I know. No, we're not going to go past that.
But for me, mine's MW Maverick on any form of social media.
Yeah, you've done it well. Yeah. People keep stealing mine. I still need to figure out how I'm going to fix that, because I'd like to have one that's all the same.
Anyone that works at Twitter, Instagram, all of those social media,
hook a brother up.
Let us know, get in our DMs.
But anyway, that's going to wrap up, guys. Take care. Have a great week.